What's up, Lynn Tech? This is Antoine Allen, award-winning filmmaker. You are now watching The Spotlight.
Welcome back to another episode of The Spotlight. Joined a good friend of mine, man. We go way back, man. Probably, might have been close to maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We met back in California. Award-winning director Antoine Allen. Antoine, first, thank you for coming out and sharing some wisdom with the kids.
No problem, man. Anything for the kids.
Antoine, the biggest thing I want people to understand is the amount of work that you put in to be an award-winning director. But for just can you give maybe a brief introduction of how did you get started in the film industry and things you're working on right now?
Yeah, so I first started in the music business. I used to manage up-and-coming hip-hop artists. It was doing really well. I did a few music videos, but in anything, like sometimes I felt like I was reaching my potential. So I had two options to make. Either I quit or reinvent myself. So since a lot of my music videos looking like movies, I want to reinvent myself. I did my first short film, Split Decision. That's when we met at the American AOF Film Festival. I premiered there, won a few awards at different festivals, and I never looked back. And now I'm out here promoting my new film, Lola, female boxing film. And we just premiered at the American Black Film Festival. And now I have tons of other projects working on, so I'm just getting ready for next year, 2020, 21 slate.
So what should people be doing right now if you're in high school, if they're interested in being a film director or an editor or anything involved in the film? What should they be doing now?
Well, the first thing you want to do is work on yourself. I think a lot of times we rush into things. We got to really work on ourselves, our mental health, our health, period. Because what happens sometimes when you try to dive into something and you have your personal life together, it bleeds all over the stuff you're trying to make and then wind up ruining opportunities. So the first thing you want to do is take care of yourself. And after that, know the business side of it. Know different aspects of this industry because the business side is going to save you a lot of headaches. And once you get that, then dive into your craft. A lot of times in this industry, we forget the business, the show business. And that's what saved me a lot of my headaches and why I accomplished so much. So that's the first thing you want to do. You want to take care of your mental health, take care of your health, learn the business side, and then dive in the field that you want to do.
So what are some of the struggles that you had initially in your career doing this? I mean, were there any pitfalls that you had to kind of overcome to be successful?
Yeah, I mean, it's pitfalls and everything. This film industry, this is the only industry that you would get 100 no's before you get the first yes. So you got to build your confidence up. So once you go do the no's, then another pitfall is finance. So you want to try your best to finance your own projects at first, because the more you invest in you, the more people want to invest in your product. So really start investing in yourself. And then more people see you start doing things, they're like, well, okay, this guy is actually being serious. Then people start investing in yourself. A lot of times in the beginning, we're expecting people to invest in us. We want to invest in ourselves.
Talk about, when people see actors on camera, actresses on camera, they don't know the amount of work behind the scenes and the amount of jobs. Talk about the amount of work it takes behind the scenes to get a production started.
Yeah, it's an emotional roller coaster. Let's talk about my film Lola. So Lola was 7 years in the making. I first did a short film called Split Decision. At the time, I didn't have the money or the resources. So, my friends and family was like, they didn't believe, it's fine. That's another thing too. People are not gonna believe in you. You gotta show them something. It could be your mama, it could be your friend. They don't believe because at the end of the day, who in their life that knows a filmmaker? And you say you're a doctor or a lawyer, oh, okay, but filmmakers is like a unicorn. No one knows, no one's in their family is a successful filmmaker. So the first thing is the belief part. That's a lot. Because you're like, why you don't believe in me? But you have to realize, can't get mad. It's your vision. It's your vision. So of course someone believe in you. And then doing Lola, I got a lot of that. So 7 years later, 7 years later, I finally did Lola. I still had a problem raising money. But I had to keep realizing, Antoine, it's your vision, don't get mad. And now it's completed. Everybody want to believe now. because people got to see things. Most people don't have vision. So you need to see things to actually believe in stuff.
A lot of people think that you can't make money during filmmaking, that, you want to go another route, work at, for a financial firm, be a this, that, and the other. They don't think financially that you could succeed in filmmaking. Can you kind of maybe put away that myth?
I was working at a job. I was making six figures. I wasn't happy. Why? Because I'm not doing this for the money. I need happiness. Peace of mind is priceless. A lot of people go to work every day for a job they hate. Now in the film business, you won't get the money right away, but eventually it will come. For example, my last feature film, Life Too Short, I invested 25,000. I made 85,000 back.
Talk about the importance of teamwork and working together with your director of photography, your actors and actresses, and your whole crew. What's the importance of that teamwork?
Yeah, teamwork in the film industry, you definitely need it, because doing a film, it's not like doing music. When you're doing music, I could go in the studio, make my own beat, record myself, and I'm done. With a film, like my team, I'm the quarterback. I'm the one making the plays, taking us to where we need to go. So having your DP, having your actors, those are all your defensive line, your offense lines. So it's definitely that point, getting the right team, because if you get the wrong team, it can ruin the whole set. I've been on sets that it took one person to burn down the whole production. So you definitely want to have the right people around you. And the most important thing, know your vision and know your purpose. Don't give your passion or dream away to somebody else just for the ruin it. Like, know what you're doing and realize that, and always realize that you're the boss of your ship. Always know that.
Any final things you want to say to our students about who want to get involved in film? Any advice that you would give them that to pursue this career?
Well, the first thing, like I said, know what field you want to get into. And also, too, if you can't, seek out a great mentor that understands that anything is possible. That's another thing too, pick the right mentor. Because you have some mentors that would tell you, no, 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 do this that way, because they reflecting their own fear onto you. So pick the right mentor that believes anything is possible. And once you do that, just really, now we have all the YouTube tutorials and all this stuff. It's easier now. Back in the day, we couldn't do all this stuff. So really just seek out the right mentor, know the business, and know what field you want to get into. And try to do a little bit of everything. So you know when you're on a set, you know what your DP doing, you know what your editor doing, you know what your PA is doing, just to have a fresh knowledge of this whole industry.
How can people see your work if they want to see some of your previous work?
You could go to AntoineAllenFilms.com. Everything there, films, everything there. If you were looking for mentorship or looking at a PA job, email me. But go to AntoineAllenFilms.com.